My wife's hiding something, and I'm about to find out what. You ever get that itch, that nagging feeling in your gut that something's off? Like the air's too still, or the room smells faintly of someone else's cologne. That's where I'm at right now, sitting in my pickup truck outside our suburban home in Columbia, South Carolina. The dashboard clock ticks past 10 p.m., and the streetlights cast long shadows across our neatly trimmed lawn. I'm Jake, by the way, just a regular guy, mechanic, father, husband. At least I thought I was. 5 years ago, I married Emily, my high school sweetheart. We've got a daughter, Lily, who's 4 and lights up my world. Life was good, predictable, like the hum of my truck's engine. But lately, Emily's been distant. She's changed her phone password, started working late at her new office job, and when she's home, her hugs feel like they're on autopilot. I'm not paranoid, but I'm not blind either. Is it just me, or does love start to feel like a contract you didn't read closely enough? Tonight, I'm waiting for her to come home, and I've got a plan. The air smells like rain, heavy and thick, and the leather of my steering wheel feels cold and worn under my palms, like it's holding onto my doubts. I keep thinking about that cologne, sharp, musky, not mine. It's been lingering in our bedroom for weeks, faint but unmistakable, like a ghost that won't leave. Last night, I caught Emily smiling at her phone, then locking it fast when I walked in. She said it was a work group chat. Work. At midnight. Sure. My buddy Mike, who's been through a divorce, told me to trust my instincts. If it feels like a lie, it probably is, he said over beers at Rusty's bar, the jukebox blaring some sad country tune. I laughed it off then, but now? I'm wired, like I've had 3 coffees too many. What's she hiding? And why does it feel like I'm the last to know? I've always been the guy who fixes things. Carburetors, transmissions, even Lily's broken toys. But this feels like a puzzle with missing pieces, and I'm not sure I want to see the whole picture. I pull out my phone and scroll through X, where people spill their guts anonymously. Posts about cheating spouses flood my feed, each one a gut punch. One guy found texts. Another saw hotel receipts. Me? I've got nothing solid, just this itch and that damn cologne. But I'm not the type to sit idle. Emily's phone is my next move. She's in the shower now, her purse on the kitchen counter. I slip inside. The house quiet except for the faint hiss of water from upstairs and the hum of the fridge, like it's mocking my unease. Her phone's there, screen dark, taunting me. A locked door in my own marriage. The wallpaper's a photo of us at Lily's last birthday. All smiles, but now it feels like a mask. I try her old passcode, Lily's birth year. No dice. My thumb hovers over the screen, heart pounding like a jackhammer. Then, a notification pings. A name flashes, Tom. Her coworker. Miss you tonight. My stomach drops. The words burn into my eyes, and the air feels thinner, like I'm choking on that musky scent. I take a screenshot, my hands shaking, the phone's glass slick under my fingers. This isn't just a fling, is it? There's something bigger here, something I'm missing. I think back to last week, when Emily got a call during dinner and left the room. She said it was her boss, but her voice had this edge, like she was guarding a secret. And Tom, why does his name sound familiar? Didn't she mention him once, months ago, then brush it off? The pieces don't fit, not yet, but I'm starting to see a pattern, like oil stains spreading on a garage floor. That's my life right now, a slow leak I can't plug. I could confront her, sure, but what's the play? Blow it all up and scare Lily? Or play it smart, gather the evidence, and turn the tables? I'm not a vengeful guy, but if someone's screwing with my family, they're gonna regret it. A car door slams outside. Emily's home early. Or is it someone else? The shower's still running. Who's out there? My truck keys jingle in my pocket. A cold reminder I can leave or stay. Fight or flight. The streetlight flickers, casting a fractured shadow across the lawn, like my trust, broken but not yet gone. What would you do if your world just cracked open? I heard a car door slam, but it's not my wife. Who's out there? I'm frozen in my kitchen, Emily's phone's still in my hand, the screenshot of Tom's "Miss you tonight" message burning a hole in my pocket. The shower's still running upstairs, a faint hiss like static in my head. I move to the window, peering through the blinds. A black sedan idles across the street, headlights off, engine purring low. Not Emily's car. My pulse races, and the air smells like damp grass and gasoline, sharp enough to sting my nose. I set the phone back in her purse, exactly where it was, like I'm covering my tracks. My hands are steady, but my mind's a mess. That message wasn't a one-off. It's a thread, and I'm pulling it. I think back to Emily's work excuse, her late nights at the office. She's a graphic designer now, a step up from her old gig at the print shop. Said it was her dream job, better pay, creative freedom. But creative freedom doesn't explain locking your phone or dodging my questions. I'm not some jerk who checks her every move, but when your wife starts acting like a stranger, what's a guy supposed to do? I scroll through X again, hunched over my phone at the kitchen table, the wooden surface cool and smooth under my elbows. Posts scream about betrayal, about spouses hiding affairs behind work trips and girls' nights. One guy said his wife used a burner app to text her lover. A burner app. Could Emily be that slick? I open her phone again. Same passcode fail, but I notice something new. Her X app has a notification, a private message. I can't see it, but the sender's handle is T_shadow88. Tom. Has to be. My gut twists, like I've swallowed motor oil. The sedan outside revs softly, then pulls away, tires crunching on gravel. It's gone, but the unease sticks, heavy as the humidity before a storm. I'm not imagining this. Something's off, and it's bigger than a few flirty texts. Last week, Emily mentioned Tom in passing, her work friend who helped her with a project. Said he was nice, but intense. Intense how? I didn't press then, but now it's all I can think about. I dig deeper, searching Tom's name on X. His profile's locked, but his bio mentions Columbia, South Carolina, and creative director. Same office as Emily. Too cozy for coincidence. I'm no tech genius, but I know enough to check her laptop later. Maybe she's not as careful there. My shop's been slow lately, folks opting for dealerships over independents like me. Money's tight, and Emily's new job was supposed to be our lifeline. But if she's screwing around, what else is she risking? Our home. Our daughter? Lily's asleep upstairs, her stuffed rabbit probably clutched tight. That rabbit's her anchor, her safe place. Funny how a kid's toy can feel more solid than my marriage right now. I could confront her, blow it all up, and scare Lily. Or play it smart, gather the evidence, and turn the tables. I'm not a vengeful guy, but if someone's screwing with my family, they're gonna regret it. The shower stops. Footsteps pad across the floor above. My phone buzzes, a text from Emily. Running late, client meeting. Be home soon. Client meeting. At 10:30 p.m. sure. The lie's so lame it's almost funny, but my laugh's cold, like the click of a wrench on a bolt. Then, a noise, a creak from the back porch. Not the wind. Someone's there. Or am I losing it? What would you do if the truth was one step away but came with a cost you couldn't unpay? A creak on the porch, someone's there, and I'm not waiting to find out who. I'm standing in my kitchen, Emily's phone back in her purse, my heart hammering like a piston in my chest. The air smells of lemon cleaner from the counter, sharp and artificial, like the lies piling up around me. The knock comes again, sharp, like it's demanding answers I don't have. Emily's upstairs, the shower off, her footsteps silent now. Her text about a client meeting at 10:30 p.m. sits on my phone, mocking me. I move to the back door, my boots scuffing softly on the linoleum, each step heavy, deliberate. The porch lights out, and the darkness beyond the glass feels alive, watching. I grip the doorknob, cold and slick under my palm, and listen. Nothing but crickets and the faint hum of the neighbor's AC. Was it just the house settling? Or is someone playing games? I'm not paranoid, but I'm not a fool either. That black sedan from earlier, idling across the street, wasn't random. Neither was Tom's message. I'm starting to see the threads of something bigger, something I can't quite name yet. I step back, my mind racing. Emily's work excuse is crumbling faster than a bad weld. Last month, she came home buzzing about her new job, how her team was using some fancy AI tool to churn out designs. Said it made her feel alive. Alive. That word stuck with me, like a splinter. Was it the job, or was it Tom? I've met him once, at her office holiday party. Slick suit, slicker smile, the kind of guy who thinks he's the smartest in the room. He shook my hand too long, his cologne, musky, sharp, hitting me like a warning. Same scent I've been smelling in our bedroom. Coincidence? Yeah, right. I need more than a hunch. I head to the living room, where Emily's laptop sits on the coffee table, screen dark but humming faintly, like it's holding secrets. She's careless with it, always leaving it logged in. I open it, The keys smooth and cool under my fingers, and her X account's still up. There's that message from T_shadow88 again. I click, but it's locked behind a two-factor code I don't have. Figures. I dig through her browser history instead. Searches for hotels near Columbia, how to clear chat logs. And here's the kicker, South Carolina divorce laws. My blood runs cold. She's not just cheating, she's planning her exit. Why else would she look that up? What's she hiding that's worth tearing our family apart? I'm not some hothead who'll storm upstairs and yell. No, I'm playing this smart, like a chess game where I'm 3 moves behind, but catching up. I take screenshots, save them to my cloud drive. Evidence. That's my leverage. My shop's been struggling, sure, but I've always been the steady one, the one who keeps it together for Lily. Her stuffed rabbit's on the couch, one ear bent, staring at me like it knows I'm failing her. That rabbit's her world, her safe place. Me? I'm losing mine. I could call Mike, spill it all, but he'd just say leave her. Easy for him. He doesn't have a kid who'd wake up to a broken home. Ex-posts keep popping into my head. Stories of guys who got burned, guys who got even. One post mentioned a Zoom therapist who helped a couple reconnect. Maybe I'll suggest that, play the devoted husband, see how Emily squirms. But first, I need to know how deep this goes. I check her email. Nothing obvious, but there's a folder labeled work stuff. Inside, a PDF from Tom, time-stamped last week. It's not a work file. It's a photo of them at some rooftop bar, her laughing, his arm around her. My stomach lurches, but I don't flinch. I'm building my case, piece by piece. The porch creaks again, louder this time. I freeze. The blinds are half open, and I swear I see a shadow move outside. My phone buzzes, another text from Emily. Almost home. Love you. Love you. The words feel like a slap. I grip the laptop, my knuckles white. Then, a knock at the front door. Sharp, urgent. It's not Emily. She has a key. Who's out there, and what do they know that I don't? A knock at the door, and my heart's in my throat. Who's out there at this hour? I'm standing in my living room. Emily's laptop's still open. That photo of her and Tom laughing at some rooftop bar, searing my eyes. The air smells faintly of Lily's strawberry shampoo from the couch cushions, a cruel reminder of the life I'm fighting for. The knock comes again, sharp, like it's demanding answers I don't have. Emily's upstairs, probably toweling off, oblivious to the storm brewing down here. Her love you text sits on my phone, a lie that stings more than that musky cologne I can't escape. I move to the door, my boots heavy on the hardwood, each step echoing like a countdown. The brass knob is cold, almost biting, under my fingers. I crack the door open, just enough to see. It's Mike, my buddy from the shop, his face pale under the porch light. Jake, we gotta talk, he says, voice low, eyes darting to the street. What's got him so spooked? And why show up unannounced at 11 p.m.? I let him in, but my gut's screaming this isn't just a friendly visit. Mike's been my rock since his own marriage went south, but there's something off about him tonight, like he's carrying a weight he can't shake. He smells faintly of motor oil and sweat, like he came straight from the garage. Saw a black sedan cruising by your place earlier, he says, sitting on the couch, right next to Lily's stuffed rabbit. Thought you should know. That sedan again, the one idling across the street. My mind spins. Is it Tom? Someone else? I tell Mike about the texts, the photo, Emily's search for divorce laws. His jaw tightens. She's playing you, man. But it's worse than you think. Worse? How much worse can it get? He pulls out his phone, shows me a post on X from some local gossip account. It's a blurry photo of Emily and Tom at a bar, not the same one as the PDF. This one's recent, time-stamped 2 days ago. The caption reads, Creative Director and his star designer getting cozy. Trouble in paradise. My blood boils, but I keep it cool. I'm not the guy who loses his cool. I'm the guy who plans. Mike says he heard rumors at the shop. Tom's got a reputation, not just for chasing women, but for pulling strings at work. He's the kind who gets people fired if they cross him, Mike warns. Fired. Emily's job was our lifeline, with my shop barely breaking even. If she's tied up with this jerk, is she risking our future for him? Or is he using her? I'm starting to see a pattern, like gears grinding out of sync. Emily's not just cheating. She's building a whole other life. I check her laptop again while Mike paces. Her email's got a new message, sent an hour ago to Tom. Need to talk. It's about us. Us. The word's a knife. But there's a file attached, a spreadsheet labeled Project Budget. I open it. It's not a budget. It's a list of dates, places, times, hotel names, our address, my night shifts at the shop. It's a schedule of their meetups, planned around me. My hands shake, but I save it to my drive. Evidence is piling up, and I'm building a case, cold and calculated. I could confront her now, blow it all open. But what's the endgame? Ruin Lily's world? Or outsmart them both? Make them pay without breaking a sweat? I'm leaning toward the latter. Mike suggests a Zoom therapist, says it helped him stay sane during his divorce. Play the long game, Jake. Act like everything's fine. Smart. I'll suggest therapy to Emily. See how she reacts when I play the devoted husband. But I'm also thinking bigger. Maybe I'll dig into Tom's X account, see what T_shadow88 is hiding. Digital footprints are hard to erase. The rabbit on the couch sits there, its button eyes gleaming under the lamp, like it's daring me to rip this all apart. Upstairs, Emily's phone buzzes on the counter. I glance at it. Another message from Tom. Outside. We need to talk now. Outside. My pulse spikes. I look at Mike, who's frozen, eyes wide. A car engine hums softly from the street. That sedan's back. Is Tom here, in my driveway, bold enough to show his face? Or is this something else entirely? Tom's outside my house, and I'm not ready for a showdown. Not yet. I'm standing in my living room, Mike's eyes locked on mine, his face tense as the hum of that sedan's engine creeps through the walls. Emily's phone buzzes again on the counter, Tom's message, outside. We need to talk now, glowing like a warning sign. The air's heavy with the faint tang of coffee grounds from the kitchen, bitter and stale, like the truth I'm unearthing. Mike whispers, You gonna open the door? I shake my head. I'm not some hothead who'll swing first and think later. I need control, a plan. That sedan's idling out there, its low rumble vibrating through the floorboards, like a predator waiting to pounce. Is Tom really bold enough to show up here? Or is this a bluff, some game I don't yet understand? I motion for Mike to stay quiet and slip to the window, peering through the blinds. The sedan's parked in my driveway, headlights off, a shadow moving inside. My heart's pounding, but my hands are steady, gripping the edge of the windowsill, its chipped paint rough under my fingers. Emily's footsteps creak upstairs. She's coming down. I've got seconds to decide my next move. I grab her phone, shove it back in her purse, and whisper to Mike, act normal. He nods, but his jaw's tight, like he's ready to bolt. Emily walks in, hair damp, wearing her old college sweatshirt. Hey, Mike, she says, voice too bright, like she's forcing it. Didn't expect you here. She doesn't mention the text. Doesn't mention Tom. My stomach twists. She's playing me, right in front of my face. I force a smile, cold as the wrench I'd used to tighten a loose bolt. Mike just stopped by, I say. Shop talk. She nods, but her eyes flicker to her purse. She knows I've seen something. Or does she? I'm walking a tightrope here, and one wrong step could crash it all. Mike makes small talk, something about a carburetor job, but I'm barely listening. My mind's on that spreadsheet I found. Dates, hotels, my work shifts. It's not just an affair. It's calculated, like they're running a playbook. I think back to Emily's new job, how she raved about the AI tools, the creative freedom. Was that a cover? Tom's a creative director, probably pulling six figures, while my shop's scraping by. Classy guy, classy life. Is that what she wants? A step up from a grease-stained mechanic? I'm not bitter, but I'm not blind. I check X on my phone while Emily grabs a glass of water, the clink of ice cubes sharp in the silence. A new post catches my eye, an anonymous thread about office politics at Emily's firm. Someone claims the creative team's under pressure, with Tom pushing shady deals to impress clients. Shady how? Kickbacks? Favors? Is Emily caught in his web, or is she playing along? The thought makes my skin crawl, but it's a lead. I'll dig into Tom's digital trail later. X, LinkedIn, whatever's out there. Nobody's invisible online, not even slick guys in suits. Emily sits across from me, sipping her water, her fingers tapping the glass nervously. You okay, Jake? She asks, voice soft but off, like she's testing me. I want to ask about Tom, about the sedan, about the lies. But I don't. Not yet. Instead, I say, thinking about us. Maybe we should try that Zoom therapy thing. For Lily's sake. Her eyes widen. Just a flicker, but I catch it. She's rattled. Good. I'm planting seeds. letting her think I'm clueless. Mike shoots me a look, impressed but uneasy. The rabbit on the couch sits between us, its button eyes catching the light, like it's watching this all unravel. The sedan's engine cuts off outside. Silence hits like a hammer. Then, my phone buzzes, a notification from our doorbell camera. I open the app. It's not Tom standing there. It's a woman, someone I've never seen, holding an envelope, her face half hidden by a hoodie. She rings again, insistent. Emily's watching me, her glass trembling slightly in her hand. "Who's that?" she asks, voice barely a whisper. Why is she so nervous? And what's in that envelope that's worth showing up at midnight? A stranger at my door at midnight, and Emily's shaking. Who is this woman? I'm standing in my living room, the doorbell camera app open on my phone, showing a woman in a hoodie clutching an envelope. Her face is half hidden, but her eyes catch the porch light, sharp and restless. The air's thick with the scent of Emily's lavender lotion, cloying and thick, mixing with the tension choking the room. Emily's glass of water trembles in her hand, her knuckles white, like she knows something I don't. Mike's still here, sitting stiff on the couch, his gaze flicking between me and the door. "You gonna answer it?" he mutters. "I don't know yet." That sedan's gone silent outside, but its absence feels louder than its engine ever did. Is this woman connected to Tom? To Emily's lies? I'm not opening that door until I've got a grip on this. Emily sets her glass down, the clink sharp against the counter, and says, "Probably just a neighbor. I'll check." Her voice is too calm, like she's rehearsed it. I block her path, casual but firm. "I got it," I say, my tone flat, hiding the storm in my chest. She freezes, her eyes darting to her purse, where her phone is, where Tom's texts are. What's she afraid I'll find? I check the camera again. The woman's still there, shifting her weight, the envelope crinkling in her grip. It's not a bill or junk mail. Too thick, too deliberate. I'm no detective, but I know a red flag when I see one. I think back to that spreadsheet on Emily's laptop. Dates, hotels, my shifts. It wasn't just an affair, it was a schedule, like they were clocking in and out of my life. And now this woman, showing up right after Tom's outside text. Coincidence? Heck no. I'm starting to wonder if Tom's playing a bigger game. Maybe using Emily to get something, money, leverage, who knows. Her job's high stakes, with clients throwing cash at flashy campaigns. I saw an ex-post about her firm, how the creative team's under fire for cutting corners. Is Tom dragging her into that mess? Or is she the one pulling strings? I need answers, but I'm not blowing this open yet. I've got a plan: play dumb, keep collecting evidence, and turn their game against them. I tell Emily, could be a delivery. I'll handle it. She nods, but her fingers tap nervously on her sweatshirt sleeve. Mike raises an eyebrow, like he's reading my play. I step to the door, the hardwood cool under my socks, and crack it open. The woman looks up, mid-30s, tired eyes, a faint scar on her cheek. "You Jake?" she asks, voice low, like she's scared of being heard. I nod, wary. She hands me the envelope. No label, just my name scrawled in black ink. "Read it." "Alone," she says, then turns and walks into the dark. I close the door, my pulse racing. The envelope's heavy, sealed tight, like it's holding a bomb. I glance at Emily, who's pretending to scroll her phone, but her eyes are on me, sharp as knives. "Who was it?" she asks, too casual. "Wrong address." I lie, slipping the envelope into my pocket. Mike catches my eye, nods slightly. He's in on this, whatever this is. I'm not opening it here, not with Emily watching. The rabbit on the couch sits there, its button eyes gleaming under the lamp, like it's daring me to rip this all apart. Lily's upstairs, sleeping, her world still whole. If I open this envelope, will I break it? Or will it break me? I could confront Emily now, demand the truth, but that's too easy. I'm building a case, piece by piece, and this envelope's another move on the board. I suggest to Emily, let's book that Zoom therapy tomorrow. For us. She flinches, just for a second, then nods. Sure, Jake. Her voice is a mask, and I'm starting to hate how good she is at wearing it. Mike stands, says he's heading out, but whispers, check her cloud drive. Bet there's more. He's right. Emily's sloppy with tech, always syncing everything. I'll dig later, when she's asleep. As Mike leaves, my phone pings, a new X notification. A direct message from T_shadow88. It's not a text. It's a photo of me, standing at my door, taken minutes ago. My blood runs cold. Someone's watching. But who's pulling the strings? Tom, the woman, or Emily herself? Someone's watching me, and they're not subtle about it. I'm gripping my phone, staring at a photo of myself at my own front door, sent by T_shadow 88 minutes ago. The image is grainy, but it's me, caught mid-step, oblivious. My living room feels smaller now, the air thick with the faint hum of the fridge and the sharp scent of Emily's lavender lotion clinging to the couch. Emily's across the room, scrolling her phone, pretending she's not watching me. Her sweatshirt sleeve is frayed, a tiny detail I never noticed before, like the cracks in our marriage. Mike's gone, left with a warning to check her cloud drive, and I'm itching to do it, but that envelope in my pocket feels heavier than my toolbox. Who's the woman who dropped it off? And why does Emily look like she's holding her breath? I'm not opening it here, not with her eyes boring into me. I force a yawn, say, gonna crash soon. Long day at the shop. She nods, but her fingers pause on her phone, like she's waiting for me to slip up. I'm playing a game I didn't choose, and the stakes are my family. Lily's upstairs, probably clutching her stuffed rabbit, dreaming of a world I'm fighting to keep whole. That rabbit's her anchor, but right now, it's mocking me, its stitched grin a reminder of how fragile this all is. I head to the kitchen, grab a glass of water to buy time, the cold liquid hitting my throat like a reality check. I think back to that ex-post about Tom's shady deals at Emily's firm. Kickbacks, maybe worse. Is he using her to cover his tracks? Or is she in on it, trading our life for a shot at his? The photo on my phone suggests someone's watching, but why? To scare me? To warn me? I'm not the guy who backs down, but I'm not stupid either. I need to know what's in that envelope. I slip upstairs to our bedroom, lock the door, and pull it out. The paper's cheap, crinkling under my fingers, my name scrawled in jagged ink. Inside, there's a single sheet, a printed email from Tom to an unknown address. It's not about Emily. It's about me. Jake's shop is a liability. Push him out, or we're exposed. Exposed? What's that supposed to mean? My shop's been struggling, sure, but a liability? I'm just a mechanic, not some corporate player. My head spins, but I keep reading. The email mentions a deal and client funds, with dates matching Emily's spreadsheet. This isn't just an affair, it's a setup. Are they trying to tank my business to force me out? I save a photo of the email to my cloud, my hands steady despite the rage bubbling inside. I'm not yelling, not yet. I'm building a case, cold and calculated, like tightening a bolt just right. Downstairs, Emily's still on her phone, but I hear her typing faster now, like she's nervous. I check her cloud drive from my laptop, using her old password, Lily's birthday, the one she thinks I forgot. It works. There's a folder labeled Personal. Inside, more photos of her and Tom, plus a voice memo. I play it, keeping the volume low. It's Tom, his voice smooth but edged. We need to move faster, Em. He's not as dumb as you think. My blood runs cold. They're talking about me, like I'm a problem to solve. I'm tempted to storm downstairs, shove the evidence in her face. But what's the play? Break Lily's world for a moment of truth? Or keep playing dumb, let them think they're winning? I'm leaning toward the latter, but it's a tightrope. X is buzzing with stories of digital stalking, burner apps, hacked cameras. Is that photo of me from a hacked doorbell cam? I check the app's history. Nothing unusual, but I'm no tech wizard. I need help, maybe a guy from the shop who's good with this stuff. The rabbit's grin flashes in my mind, a symbol of the innocence I'm protecting. I suggest to Emily, booked that Zoom therapy yet? She flinches, mumbles, tomorrow. Her lie's so lame it's almost funny. Then, my phone pings again. Another message from T_shadow 88. No text, just a video. It's me, in my shop, working late last week. Someone's been filming me for days. My tools are still in my hand when I hear a crash from downstairs. Emily screams. What's happening, and how deep does this go? Emily's scream cuts through the house, and I'm already moving. I'm upstairs, my phone still in hand. That video of me in my shop looping in my head. Someone's been filming me for days. The air's thick with the faint, musty smell of old carpet, clinging to the hallway like a bad memory. Emily's scream came from downstairs, sharp and raw, not like her usual cool facade. My tools are still in my hand, a reflex from the shop, but they're useless here. The envelope's in my pocket, that email about my shop being a liability, burning a hole in my mind. Who's behind this? Tom, the woman with the scar? Or is Emily playing a deeper game? I race downstairs, my boots thumping on the steps, the wood creaking like it's warning me to slow down. Emily's in the kitchen, staring at the back door, her face pale, her sweatshirt sleeve twisted in her fist. A glass lies shattered on the floor, water pooling like spilled secrets. What happened? I ask, keeping my voice steady, though my pulse is racing. She points to the door, her hand shaking. Someone was out there? I saw a shadow. A shadow. Like the one in that photo of me, or the sedan that's been haunting my driveway. Is this a scare tactic, or something worse? I check the doorbell cam app. Nothing but static, like it's been jammed. My skin prickles. This isn't random. Someone's screwing with us, and I'm starting to think it's not just about an affair. Emily's eyes dart to her purse, where her phone's been buzzing nonstop. I want to grab it, see if Tom's texting her again, but I hold back. I'm not the guy who loses his cool. I'm the guy who plans, who tightens the bolts until they hold. Probably just a raccoon, I say, lying through my teeth. She nods, but her eyes say she's not buying it. Neither am I. I think back to that voice memo. Tom's saying, he's not as dumb as you think. Was that about me catching on, or something else? My shop's been struggling, yeah, but that email about client funds and exposure suggests Tom's tangled in something bigger, maybe corporate games, maybe money. Emily's job pays better than mine, but if she's in on Tom's schemes, what's her endgame? Trading me for a corner office? I'm not bitter, but I'm not blind either. I sweep up the glass, the shards crunching under my broom, sharp and brittle like my trust. Lily's upstairs, probably still clutching her rabbit, her safe place in a world I can't protect anymore. That rabbit's become my anchor too, a reminder of why I'm not blowing this up yet. I could confront Emily, demand answers about Tom, the email, the woman with the envelope. But what's the cost? A broken home for Lily? Or do I keep playing dumb? Let them think I'm clueless while I dig deeper? I'm leaning toward the latter, but it's like walking through a minefield. I check Emily's cloud drive again from my phone, using her old password. There's a new file, uploaded an hour ago, a chat log from a burner app. It's Emily and Tom, talking about the plan. Not an affair, but a deal. Once his shop's gone, we're clear, Tom writes. My shop, my livelihood. My stomach lurches, but I save the file, my hands steady. This isn't just personal, it's financial. They're trying to sink me, maybe to cover their tracks. I'm no tech guy, but I know someone at the shop who can trace burner apps. Time to call in a favor. Emily's watching me, her eyes narrow, like she's sizing me up. You sure you're okay? She asks, her voice soft but laced with something I can't place. I nod, suggest again. Let's do that Zoom therapy. For us. She hesitates, then agrees, but it's hollow, like she's reading a script. I'm reading one too, but mine's colder, sharper. I'm building a case, and they're gonna regret underestimating me. The rabbit sits on the counter now, its button eyes catching the light, like it's watching this all unravel. Then, my phone pings, a new X message from T_shadow88. No photo this time, just words. You're digging too deep. Stop, or Lily pays. My heart stops. They're threatening my daughter. Who's behind this, and how far are they willing to go? They're threatening my daughter, and I'm done playing nice. I'm staring at my phone, the words from T_shadow88 burning into me. Digging too deep. Stop, or Lily pays. My kitchen feels like a trap, the air heavy with the bitter sting of spilled coffee from the shattered glass Emily dropped. Emily's standing by the counter, her eyes flicking between me and her phone, her fingers twitching like she's itching to check it. The linoleum's cold under my feet, slick with water from the mess, and it's grounding me, keeping me from losing it. That threat about Lily changes everything. She's upstairs, sleeping, her stuffed rabbit her only shield from a world I can't control anymore. Who's behind this? Tom, with his slick suits and shadier deals? Or Emily, pretending to be the victim while orchestrating this mess? I'm not the guy who panics, but my heart's racing like a busted motor. I shove my phone in my pocket, the threat still looping in my head, and say to Emily, we should check on Lily. She nods, too fast, like she's relieved to move. We head upstairs, her steps light, mine heavy, each creak of the stairs a reminder of the life we built. Lily's fine, curled up with her rabbit, its button eyes glinting in the dim glow of her nightlight. Back downstairs, Emily's quieter, her sweatshirt sleeve still twisted in her fist. I'm not buying her act anymore, but I'm not calling her out. Not yet. I'm building a case, cold and calculated, like aligning gears in a transmission. That email about my shop being a liability and the chat log about the plan point to something bigger. Maybe Tom's using Emily to cover his tracks at work, or she's using him to escape me. Either way, my shop's on the line, and now Lily's in their crosshairs. I think back to an ex-thread I saw about digital stalking, how easy it is to hack cams, track phones. That video of me in my shop, the photo at my door, it's not just surveillance. It's a message, we're watching, and we're not scared. But I'm not backing down. I need to know more about Tom's deals. I text my buddy at the shop, Ryan, who's a whiz with tech. Can you trace a burner app? I ask. He replies fast. Tough, but doable. Send me what you got. I forward the chat log and the T_shadow88 handle. If Tom's behind this, he's not as smart as he thinks. Nobody's invisible online. Emily's on her phone again, typing furiously, her face lit by the screen's glow. Work stuff, she mumbles, unprompted. Sure. I suggest the Zoom therapy again, leaning into my clueless husband act. Let's book it tomorrow. For Lily. She hesitates, her eyes narrowing, like she's trying to read my bluff. Okay, she says, but it's hollow, like she's buying time. I'm buying time too, but I'm better at it. I check her cloud drive again from my laptop, hidden in the guest room. There's a new file, a draft email from Emily to Tom, unsent. We need to stop. It's too risky now. Stop what? The affair? The plan? My shop's tied to our mortgage, our life. If they tank it, we're sunk, and Lily's future goes with it. The rabbit's image sticks with me, its stitched smile a symbol of the innocence I'm fighting for, the one they're threatening to rip away. Should I confront her now? Risk it all for the truth? Or keep digging? Let them think they're winning while I pull their strings? I'm leaning toward the latter, but it's like tightening a bolt on a cracked engine. One wrong move, and it all blows. Then, my phone pings again. It's Ryan. Found something. That handle's linked to an IP in Charleston. Not Tom's office. Charleston. That's where Emily's firm has a client branch. My mind races. Is Tom working with someone else? Before I can process it, the doorbell cam app alerts me, motion detected. I open it. The screen shows the front porch, empty, but a note's taped to the door. No one's there. My pulse spikes. Emily's still typing, oblivious. I step outside, the night air cold and sharp. The note's in the same jagged ink as the envelope. Last warning. Drop it. My hands shake, but not from fear. I'm ready to fight back. Then, I hear Lily's voice from upstairs, small and scared. Daddy? What's she doing awake, and what did she see? Lily's voice, small and scared, stops me cold. Daddy, I'm standing on my porch, the note, last warning. Drop it. Crinkling in my hand, its jagged ink like a scar on my night. The air's sharp with the bite of dew-soaked grass, chilling my skin through my flannel shirt. The house feels like a maze of lies, with Emily downstairs, her phone a ticking bomb of secrets. That note, the photo of me, the video from my shop, someone's tightening the noose, and they're not afraid to drag Lily into it. Why her? What kind of monster threatens a 4-year-old? I rush inside, locking the door, my boots heavy on the hardwood. Emily's in the kitchen, her face pale, her sweatshirt sleeves still twisted like she's unraveling. Is Lily okay? She asks, voice shaky, but I don't trust it. Not anymore. I climb the stairs 2 at a time, the banister smooth and cold under my palm. Lily's in her room, sitting up in bed, clutching her stuffed rabbit, its button eyes glinting in the dim glow of her nightlight. I saw a shadow, she whispers, her voice trembling. A shadow, like the one at the door, the one in that photo of me. My heart aches, but I keep it steady, tucking her in. Just a dream, sweetheart. I lie, kissing her forehead. Her hair smells faintly of strawberry shampoo, a fleeting reminder of the life I'm fighting for. Downstairs, Emily's on her phone again, typing fast. I'm done playing nice. I grab my laptop, check her cloud drive one last time. Ryan's text pings. That IP in Charleston? It's a co-working space. Tom's been there, but so has someone else from Emily's firm. Name's Claire. Claire, the woman with the scar, the one who dropped off the envelope? I open the drive. There's a new file, a contract, and signed, between Tom and a client, funneling money through Emily's projects. It's not just an affair, it's a scam. My shop's liability was their excuse to push me out, keep me distracted while they skimmed funds. Emily's email draft to Tom, "We need to stop," wasn't about love. It was about covering their tracks. My blood boils, but I'm not yelling. I'm calculating, like setting torque on a bolt. I could confront her, end this now, but what's the cost? Lily's world? Or do I outsmart them, make them pay without breaking a sweat? I choose the latter. I forward the contract to Ryan, tell him to send it anonymously to Emily's boss. Let Tom's own game bury him. I booked the Zoom therapy session, not for us, but to keep Emily off balance. She agrees, but her eyes are sharp, like she knows the clock's ticking. I'm one step ahead, but it's a tightrope. X is buzzing with stories of corporate scams, digital traps, people burned by trusting too much. I won't be one of them. I check the doorbell cam history again. A deleted clip from last night shows Claire, not at my door, but in my backyard, talking to someone. Tom. I can't tell. The rabbit on Lily's bed haunts me. Its stitched smile a symbol of the innocence I'll protect at any cost. Morning comes, and Emily's quiet at breakfast, her coffee mug trembling slightly. I play the devoted husband, but I'm watching. Ryan texts, sent the file. Boss is livid. Tom's done. Done. But not Claire. Not Emily. I'm not finished either. I suggest a family day with Lily, knowing it'll rattle Emily. She nods, but her smile's forced. Hours later, my phone pings, a final message from T_shadow88. No words, just a photo of Lily's preschool, taken today. My heart stops. They're not backing off. I've won a battle, but the war's not over. Emily's phone buzzes on the counter. She doesn't reach for it. I do. It's Claire. Meet me tonight. He knows. My grip tightens. Who's he? Me? Tom? Or someone else pulling the strings?